Hello and welcome back to J.C. Denton's Adventures.
Tom, fill me in. So we have to dig up Stanton Dowd?
With a dog.
Yeah. You know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.
Let's go back to New York and see our good buddy Harley Philbin. Oh boy. Harley Philbin is whacked out paranoid. Watch out for booby traps. Yeah, I hope you're all doing good today. Welcome back to our old stomping ground in Hell's Kitchen. Didn't think we'd be back here.
We think Philbin is in the area. Tong will tell you more.
Since they don't really have budget to make more maps, or they didn't want to, or whatever.
No time to waste. You need to get to the Underworld Tavern and make contact with Harley Philbin. He is one of Dowd's aides, and he will set up the meeting. Follow his instructions.
So, Harley Philbin is known about the Illuminati this whole time.
Problem, JC. Rioting in Manhattan has been so bad that the city's fallen under martial law. At this hour, the troops will shoot on sight, and I'm showing several guards and a robot near the hotel. Keep your head down.
Stay out of the street. Cops shoot at anything.
Thanks.
Not too many places left to hide. The bots shoot anything that don't have a uniform.
So yeah, we're in a more hostile version of Hell's Kitchen now, apparently. They use the same map. Let's just go take a look and see who's out here. You all are having fun over there. They said they were near the hotel, but I'm at the hotel, and there aren't any bots. So let's go see our good buddy here in the hotel. Also, let's have a look at some newspapers. Party against tomorrow. New York voice Kwesi Dowd. As the rich flee the city in droves by car, horror of horrors, bus must when the devil drives and the airports are closed. The rest of us are left to wallow in the empty crypt that has become our city. The sick, homeless shamble around as if they just left a casting call for Night of the Living Dead, and the cops obviously came from next door, where they're filming a classic 1990s Michael Bay action flick. Hey, they even mentioned Michael Bay in this. Holy crap. That is, interesting that they name-dropped Michael Bay. Really, the whole thing is too much. And what does Kwesi recommend when it gets too much? Why, party, of course. It's not the historical President Chill, and those of you without Zyme-addicted detention spans may remember Beccario's classic Decameron, and that Boccaccio, the 14th century writer, and not Boccaccio, the jungle thud DJ Tripmeister, where a bunch of young, haughty Florentines decided to flee one of these boring little plagues and hold up with a few too many bottles of wine, tell outrageous stories, and have a go at each other once in a while. So speaking only for Kwesi, I'm going to invite over about 80 of my nearest and dearest, soon to be nearer and dearer with all the food and recreational drugs they can carry, then lock the doors. Good night, children. So New York City's gone insane. They've gone into martial law. Bob Page is and Walton Simons took over the government or something, and well, while we were busy in China, you get kind of a sense that your time frame, plus the travel time between here and China. See anything interesting? Declaration of martial law. Effective immediately, all citizens of New York City are hereby informed that at the request of Governor Walpole, President Meade has declared martial law to be declared for Manhattan and surrounding boroughs. Until further notice, the affected areas are under the authority of the Federal Emergency Management Administration, who work for you at the NATCO and local law enforcement to eliminate the terrorist threat that has paralyzed the city in the past few weeks. This is an extreme measure, one undertaken in the utmost gravity, but is a necessary step to ensure... Oh, excuse me, I'm reading this wrong. This is an extreme measure, one undertaken with utmost gravity, but it's a necessary step to ensure the safety of the citizens of New York, said Walton Simons, director of FEMA. I can only stress that it's a temporary situation that will be resolved as quickly as possible. Bullshit! Citizens are advised that a curfew has been instituted from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Further details will follow. This is kind of not what's happened yet in America, but give it a few years. Most wanted J.C. Denton. Citizens of New York are warned to be on the lookout for terrorist J.C. Denton, who is also known as J.C. Denton. Denton, a terrorist leader, is wanted in conjunction with a number of crimes, including recent attack on UNATCO headquarters, the bombing of the VersaLife building in Hong Kong, and the murders of Juan Ivanovich Lebedev, UNATCO agent Anna Navarra, and the UNATCO director Joseph Manderley. Yes, I did. I wonder if that would be different if I hadn't actually killed Manderley. Like if I just left and didn't kill him. I don't think it would be because you can also have not killed Anna and the game carries on like you did. Denton is they probably just blame it on you either way, right? But I blew Manderley's ass up, so you know it doesn't matter. And I killed all those people, so that's fair. Denton is approximately 6 feet tall with silver facial tattoos and solid blue eyes, the result of genetic conditioning usually concealed by a pair of sunglasses. He's armed with extremely dangerous. If you believe yes, hell yes I am. If you believe you have seen or know someone answering this description, do not attempt to engage them, but immediately report them to your nearest FEMA, UNATCO, or police presence. I still can't get over that's FEMA of all things. Flood control people. As per FEMA Public Health Directive 27 PHD 27, all bodies will be cremated immediately upon expiration. To this process, new cremation crematorium has been opened in Yankee Stadium. However, citizens are asked not to transport bodies themselves, not to contact any appropriate health officials. They require assistance. Failure to comply with any FEMA directives is punished from a minimum sentence of 3 years in jail and yeah, blah blah blah. $10,000, 10,000 credits. Government shutdowns are our government's favorite thing right now. Until further notice, all city, state, and county offices are closed, and the public services are suspended. Public schools, municipal buses, garbage services, road maintenance. In addition, all air travel to and from John F. Kennedy International Airport in LaGuardia has been canceled. Yeah, geez, look at this. No schools, no public transport, no garbage. Wow. As a result, terrorist action, several subway stations are now closed for traffic. Yeah, a bunch of ones. Alternate routes will be posted on or near. Those are places we went before, mostly. Affected stations will be found in transit, New York Net. All distinct district passes will be monitored to prevent unauthorized travel, and curfew will be observed at all stations throughout the greater metropolitan area. Yeah, crazy martial law stuff going on here. Let's see how Mr. Renton's doing. Oh, hi, boys. How are we doing? I'll add shooting a few cops to my repertoire here. Yeah, the riot police are after us now, too. The rats are still here. Mr. Renton, are you around? No? Oh. There's 50 bucks in here and a key. Huh. Well, I mean, I was just making an extra trip. I didn't need to, you know, you look around for stuff. You can keep your gun. Anybody interesting? Paul Denton. I wonder if they're in Paul's place, too. I hate that place. I hate that elevator shaft most of all. Let's go make sure. Oh? Paul, your faucet's off. Oh, yeah, there's literally no one. I guess you could have also snuck in this way. Let's see. They never found this. 1997. No. I could look back in my notes, like, to the very beginning of the game and see what this was. Let's see. Okay, Paul told me what it was, but now I don't. He's not telling me. So, regardless, I have get multi-tool. I want the stuff that Paul usually keeps. I assume it will have been restocked somehow by someone who's not Paul, because Paul's not here. Oh. He didn't restock very much this time. He's got a candy bar. I know that people aren't candy bars. Let's have a look and see if there's any interesting emails in here. Oh. Nah. No love for JC. I didn't find the painting though. I got the key to this other apartment over here that I've been getting to, you know.
Owners left town, far as I know.
You were here a while ago. The owners were dead in here before. Hadn't left town, they were just dead.
Heat's off, but I don't mind.
Probably as good a place as any anymore. Honestly. Let's see, was there another apartment? Most people are still there, that's good. How do I get an apartment key if there's no locked apartments? Odd. Well, had a little fun with the cops, read about some history. But we're here on a mission to meet a former leader of the Illuminati. Okay, we better save the game in case those troops are all right outside this time. I really would rather avoid them.
Hey, hands in the air!
I don't think they followed me. This is the old Osgood place. It's burned to the ground. Speaking of fires, let's see. Tracer Tom wanted me to go to the Underworld Tavern. Is there any kind of boxes or anything in here? No, I can't sneak out the window. No, wait, what did I just do? I might have to take out some cops. Yeah, those riot police guys in the beginning of the game. They're just the regular New York police, but they're our enemy now. We could also sneak around the sewers, but let's just... I don't do non-lethal, so if you guys get involved, I'm gonna kill you. Just saying. But, you know, don't mind me, I'm just crouching over here in my little... doing my best. Trench coat. 6 foot tall trench coat, man, just crouching around. There's the clinic and the back way to the bar. I'm gonna have to try to sneak in. Okay, there's a guy there. I'm doing my best to stealth, sans any cloaking. It's coming back. This guy's here. Let's go see if we can... I think the clinic was closed off. Oh no, free clinic is still open. Let's take a little break. Let's go into the clinic here and see what's going on in the free clinic. I thought this was closed off last time we were here. I don't know.
The clinic is closing.
Oh, it is closing. It's just not closed yet. What do you guys have?
Hey Coleman. How you
Is
holding
this
up?
Raphael and Coleman?
I'm fine, just fine.
Come on, we're safe in here.
How long are we gonna be safe, Ike?
Oh, Ike.
They're just shooting people for no reason.
Don't you worry, this'll all pass.
Sure it will. God damn, but I'm tired of living like this.
Smart man. Staying off the streets. Too much trouble out there. Lot of bad mojo.
Well, I am bad mojo. Hey, look who it is. Our old buddy Joe Green.
Big story at the clinic?
I interviewed the doctors, poker-faced as politicians. Didn't even blink when you say the word ambrosia.
Maybe they think you're talking about the food of the gods.
I'm serious. Don't believe the stories coming out of Hong Kong that the government had a cure all along.
Could be.
Don't trust
They've
him.
got proof. They found the cure. It's called ambrosia.
Don't believe everything you read.
Har har. Check the public terminals. It was a big day in the news.
Yeah, this guy's a traitor. He works for UNATCO. If I didn't say that earlier, I don't really care. I'm not gonna kill him. Oh, that bum has nothing to say to me. Beth DeClaire awarded Legion of Honor. Beth DeClaire, millionaire philanthropist activist and famously reputed as mistress of French President Alain Bourgeois Maroney, was today posthumously awarded the position of Chevalier in the Ordre Royal de Légion d'Honneur, created by Napoleon Bonaparte on May 18, 1802, and the Legion of Honor is a order of merit to which all qualified military personnel and civilians can be nominated without regard to birth or religion, repeatedly swear to uphold liberty and equality. The award was not without some controversy as members of the Republican Social Unit for French Democracy party disputed the merit based on her involvement in the Somnolente Ile scandal that rocked the Serre administration 5 years ago. Beth DeClaire passed away in September Found dead at her chateau of natural causes. She was survived by her daughter, Nicolette Duclair, who has been missing since her mother's death. The police have currently no leads or whereabouts. They were accepted by Beth Duclair as a half by President Bourgeois Minority. Hello?
Awaiting authorization.
Beth Duclair, huh? Those are some interesting names. Nicolette Duclair. Anyway. Mr. Frank. Page. Credit donation promised by Page is now nowhere to be seen. Interesting about that. Let the bodies pile up on the streets. To all staff, recent terrorist attacks. There is no cure for the Great Death. I'm gonna kill everybody. We don't care. You can all suffer. Yeah. You can have read those yourself. But that's Paige and Simon screwing over the comment. See, they were pretending to help, and now they're not. They got what they wanted out of everybody, that's for sure. Hey, you're here. Might as well help myself to some free healing. Anyway, hopefully those cops have cleared off outside now and I can just, you know... I don't really want to kill the cops. I feel like, you know, this is going to sound really weird saying this because, you know, in real life, I don't know. Well, no. Let me go off on a tangent here. This is how I feel in real life, too. I don't feel like the police as inherently as an institution are evil. Everybody, there's this whole growing sentiment that the cops are always out to get you and whatever. I don't, for 1 second, really believe that. I believe that police officers are just men and women who are doing a job just like everyone else. Maybe the
Possible perp here.
Oh, you're a possible.
That's the one.
Perp.
Take him.
Oh, come on.
Oh. This guy's a nut.
Now you go ahead and leave. I don't have any time for you.
Incorrect inform. Attach. Streets clear. No danger.
So this is where I came from. I could have just went in the tavern, you know. I was right behind the building. Didn't have to walk around. Also, what is Daedalus saying? That was weird. But yeah, I don't believe the cops are evil. I believe that there are crooked cops and there are good cops. And I believe that also... that we have had, you know, issues with the police in some places an institution. But you can believe whatever you want and think whatever you want about that. Anyway, that's just me. Harley Philbin was in here. He's... Oh, hey. Let's break. Hey, that's a much better break. Look at that. We even got the one ball in the pocket. Soy food. Hey there, buddy.
UNATCO's put a price on your head. What are you doing in the city?
I didn't expect the kitchen to be under martial law.
People know the government has a vaccine. Riots everywhere.
Huh. You still on the dole at UNATCO?
I never mentioned. I've been working for the NSF all along, and the Illuminati. I'm on your side.
Right, the Illuminati. I need to find one of their leaders, Stanton Dowd. A load of plague virus is on its way to New York.
I like that.
Virus? You mean the Great Death? What's Dowd got to do with it?
The same corporation that makes ambrosia also manufactures the virus. Quite convenient. The virus came over in a super freighter previously owned by Dowd.
Yeah, most of Majestic 12 is just hand-me-downs from the Illuminati. Huh. We knew about ambrosia, but the virus? That's news. They're infecting people on purpose, huh?
I was hoping Dowd could tell me where the freighter would unload.
I'll contact him. Go to the burn-up storefront of Osgood & Sons, over where the tunnels connect to the warehouse district. You know, where the NSF had the generator. I'll try to get him to meet you there.
Osgood & Sons.
Yeah, and JC, be careful who you mention the Illuminati to. Like Joe Green. He's a spy for UNATCO.
The reporter? Are you sure?
Here's the proof. Hey, kill Green and you'll be doing all of us a favor. I saw him hanging around the free clinic.
Oh, now I have a goal to kill Green. Okay, there. That's how you find out he's a spy for UNATCO.
Dowd doesn't like to be contacted directly. You'll have to trust me.
Oh, don't worry. I trust you.
Green doesn't know who I really work for, so I managed to get him talking.
Yeah, I didn't tell him. That's why I didn't tell him.
Apparently, they promised Green some kind of position in Washington. Someone will meet you in the alley.
Yeah, we'll take care of Joe Green. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna go back there and do that. I just wanted the green light to do it. The green light to do it. Okay, how's our favorite bartender? Oh, hey, who's this guy? This place is awful.
You out here because of martial law? I didn't know they were using Marines.
Nah, Yanako likes to work alone. I just came out to look up a girl I used to know, Sandra Renton. FEMA gave me a pass for the curfew.
She left town.
I know. Just my luck.
What's FEMA doing handing out travel papers?
They took over the advanced submarine base where I work. I don't like being pushed off duty, but I guess little R&R never hurt anyone.
They brought in their own staff?
Most of us were moved out of the main submarine hangar last night. FEMA set up a perimeter. We sure like to know what's going on in there.
So, FEMA has, I think in this case, FEMA's just the government agency that Simons and Page should get their grubby little hands on. That's why it is what it is. But, yeah. Like, you know, if you had an agency like, for instance, replace FEMA with another four-letter acronym in our government, Doge. And that's basically the same thing in these days, this day and age. Just saying. Hey. Some corrupt rich people get their hands on a government agency and use it to control the government and pursue their own agenda. We're just spitballing here, right? We're just spitballing here.
I would too. Maybe I'll check it out for you.
You a cop?
Used to be.
I'll say it straight. I'm a patriot. I don't like to see one of our top secret bases commandeered, especially when the only people allowed inside are these Asian mafia types. You think you can do something about it, I can have my buddies at the front gate let you slip by. My name's Vinny. Tell them you know me.
Thanks. I'll see what I can find out.
This is an important conversation for later.
Us Americans, last of a dying breed. We've got to stick together.
Fair enough. You're a little racist, but you know, fair enough. Now, how's my favorite bartender doing? Can I not talk to you?
What do you want? Prices have tripled to 30 because of martial law.
Never mind.
I don't want to talk to people with St. Dowd. Sorry, even you, lady. I like you, but there was nothing. Let's see. We're not going to go out the front way, and we've already looked at the news. But I do want to rob your ATM. Oh, those are public access. So these are the ATMs over here. I want to rob your ATMs. That's what I'm here for. Need all the money I can get. Gotta go see my buddy Smuggler. Maybe. Oh. Okay, fine. I am going to try to see the Smuggler. I don't know if that's possible either. I think going out the front door is probably a bad idea. I think there's a bunch of people that want my head out here. Just gonna stand.
Possible perp here. Now I'm hearing things.
Yeah, you're possible perp here. We don't know anything about Smuggler. He's out of town. His apartment is across down the street. I doubt the Smuggler is even still over there in his spot, but just gonna help myself to a little, you know. Da 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 da.
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot.
Y'all didn't see me. Our only other ally here in Hell's Kitchen.
I'm showing net activity on several of the smuggler's avatars. He must be at home.
Imagine that. Why would the smuggler not be at home? I mean, it's also annoying that, why are you keeping tabs on the smuggler, Tracer Tom? That's a weird thing to be doing for you. Was this lights in here? Huh. Also, it's just kind of annoying. I guess it makes sense that he would reset his security system every time, but it's still annoying that we gotta do that every time we go in here. God! What? Did I just back into a fire or something like that, I guess? Still got these really good rats in here, though. Yeah, you get extra skill points for doing stuff like this.
Why'd you come back? Yanatko's got every cop in New York after you.
Unfinished business.
So you finally wised up and joined the NSF.
I don't know if I've joined anything, except maybe the people.
Good enough.
Hey.
You know where you stand. It's because people don't know they can pick a side that the government has so much power.
I've got to get moving. Have anything you want to sell?
Sure, something you might like. An assault shotgun and some sabot rounds. I also have some lambs. I'll give you the whole box of 5 for $3,500.
I've got an assault shotgun. I'm fine on that. I don't need any of this stuff, but that line, it's because people don't know that they can take a side that the government has so much power. Never truer words. The smuggler.
I'll take the 5 lambs for $3,500 when I get the cash.
I don't like to haggle.
Oh. Yeah. I spend stuff. I might have to come back here after I get the cash. Because there might be a reason I need a bunch of lambs soon. We'll see. I might also get the cat. There was a reason I said that. Also, do we finally want to break into Smuggler's thing here? Keep coming back here. 2 tools. You know, I feel like at this point, right, we gotta know what this is. Okay. He's got a secret stash here. And some thermoptic camo that I will help myself to. Because I feel like that's going to help me for a second to get around in the city. Yeah, sorry man, desperate times call for desperate measures and all that. God bless you, rats. Stay safe. Should I just go out through the sewer? Okay, let's go find. Let's go. Well, we gotta go back to that clinic first and kill Joe Green. I'm glad you find out who your friends really are, right? Okay, so thermoptic camo will be useful. Oh wow, that does not last long at all. Huh. What are these cops doing? This is Osgood and Son, so we'll go back here first. So let's go meet Mr. Stanton Dowd, our new buddy. Thought he was here. Oh, here he is.
You Dowd?
I agreed to see you because we have a mutual enemy.
Why a
Sean
vacant
Connery.
building? I thought the Illuminati were bankers, politicians, Council on Foreign Relations types.
We always stayed in the background, even when that was true.
You all right?
Caught this damn plague myself. Anyway, we never had troops like Majestic 12 or freighters full of bioweapons, if what you say is accurate.
It's accurate. I just don't know where the freighter would dock.
They'll want to hide it. The only facility big enough on the East Coast is the Advanced Submarine Facility at the Brooklyn
guy with
Naval
the bar was
Shipyards.
telling us about.
Of course. That's why FEMA took it over.
They're probably storing the virus in the ship's diesel tanks. The only way to make sure it's destroyed will be to scuttle the ship.
Scuttle a super freighter?
It can be done if you know where to place the charges. Smuggler should have explosives that will work.
I already have some explosives.
I'd pick up some more while I have the chance. But if you think you're equipped, then find your pilot and get going.
You sure you're all right?
I'm hanging in there. If you come across some ambrosia on that ship, however...
Don't worry, I'll get you some medicine.
I'll give you a blueprint of the ship. The X's mark the 5 tri-hull wells. Crack those up. Reverse the bilge pumps, and the ship will split open like a banana.
He always gave me strong Sean Connery vibes. I mean, look at him. And then the way he kind of talks. Hey, no. What happened? Dowd? Why won't you talk to me? He has nothing more to say, apparently. So, yeah. Smuggler, I don't think, gives me a discount even now. So, I don't have the money for his lambs, but I've got explosives, and I'm going to blow up a ship with the Gep gun.
MJ-12 troops converging on your position, JC. I'll land the copter on the roof of the Ton. Get out of there.
Oh, don't worry. Tonight we're about to have a jailbreak somewhere in this town. Oh, jeez, look at them all. Look at them all. Oh my god, look at them all. That's what we're doing now, huh? Can you all just stop for a second? Not the aqua along this. I have business in here. Before I leave. What? No. Oh, jeez. Okay, I forgot that that happens as soon as you know, do that, but I got a business, first of all, before I leave. Something, you know, things. What's up, Big Joe Green? You want to see the proof? I mean, I killed him without, you know, but we got, you know, where is that? This. Yeah, this is that guy. He's kind of scummy. Okay, so let's use some of these. Get my bioenergy back, because when else am I gonna... I gotta nail a bunch of those soldiers outside. There might be infinite soldiers, to be fair, and I might not be in any shape to deal with them. I don't remember this part. I didn't remember that a bunch of soldiers showed up. I thought I was still, you know... I'm out of ammo for most everything. Soldiers will have a wrecking ball driving a nail through the soldiers' bodies. Oh. They're still shooting at something. Come here. If you would all please file in. Do you not file in? Why are you shooting each other?
We need the bots up here.
Are they shooting in I guess the UNATCO guys will fight the Majestic 12 guys. But look at all this ammo. Look at all these chickens. Look at all these delicious, delicious sacks of ammo. I'll have some ammo. I'll have some more ammo. Thank you for that. Okay, I can kill them all. And I did. I mean, a lot of them killed each other, to be fair. They were having a slugfest, it seems. Can you, yeah, okay. We're all reloaded. That is ammo that I didn't have before. And then let's see how my health is doing. Let's just use a med kit, because we got plenty of those.
Police! Don't move!
Oh, I don't got time for you right now. I'm escaping. Oh, I need to... Really? We can't climb that, can we? We need a box. The police didn't try very hard to chase me. Typical cop, am I right? Anyway, Jock wants me to get out of here. We gotta go scuttle a super freighter. We talked to that nice guy in the... that nice guy in the bar who told us about his buddy, Vinny. Or he was Vinny. So let's go.
We can't do much about that freighter unless you pick up some explosives from Smuggler.
Huh. I don't know. I don't really...
Wait here. I'll be right back.
I can see if Smuggler will offer me a deal now, I guess. I don't think that that's gonna work. You're the one that just told me to come up here. You parked the helicopter up here. Let's go see what the deal is with Smuggler, if he'll give me a discount on the explosives or not. And if he doesn't, then I'm, you know... What do you do?
Police! Don't move!
Oh, stop it. I will kill you too. You're worth more to me dead than you are alive, because you're an ammo drop. Okay, can I just walk across the street now, please? I don't need the robot. What is that sound? Why does it sound like my odds are still on?
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot.
It was an incoming transmission, but then it never happened. I need to drink. For old time's sake, we gotta have a 40. Okay. Hi, Rat. I didn't think I'd be back so soon, but I'm glad you're still alive. Let's see if he'll give me a deal on those lambs.
I'm picking up incoming MJ-12 troops. They must have your location. Better get what you need from Smuggler pronto, and meet me on the roof of the hotel.
I need your help.
So?
I've uncovered the truth about the Grey Death. It's a man-made virus, and there's a load of it on a super freighter at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard.
No tall stories, just tell me what you want.
Help me scuttle it. You have any extra lambs or rockets?
You think you can scuttle a freighter with a lamb?
A few lambs at weld points.
I'll help you out. How about a rocket for a GEP gun? Usually save those for the NSF, but I'll sell it at a loss, say $2,500. You can also have a half dozen lambs for $2,400. Better buy now. I'm selling cheap only because a lot of people could die.
Give me a break. Hundreds of millions of lives are at stake.
I like what you're doing, but I gotta cover my costs. Hey, I'm starting to get nervous about this. What you're about to do is gonna turn some heads. I don't want any trouble from the authorities.
Actually, UNATCO's planning an operation of some kind. You might want to get out of Hell's Kitchen after I leave.
What kind of operation?
A manhunt. For me. I don't think you want to get caught in the middle.
Thanks for the warning. Come on, let's wrap this up. You telling me the truth about this super freighter? They're really gonna expose people to the plague?
A Marine from the shipyard told me that FEMA's involved. Guess they've gone from fixing emergencies to making them.
I like that.
If you ask me, I bet FEMA wants to cause a national emergency and get control of the army.
Ah.
I think we can expect Walton Simons to make a grab for power one way or another.
That's all they would need. One national emergency. Then they could get rid of the president, shut down Congress, and suspend the Constitution.
Huh. Okay, well, let's get his lambs.
Give me the lambs for $2,400. What a deal.
That's all I've got. If you need more, raid the ammo storage facility at the shipyard.
I mean, that should be plenty. I could have done that anyway, but you know, Why not? We got the lambs, and that's, you know, that's all I got. Now I'm out of money. But I got bombs! So let's go. Okay, well, I should have come here after, I guess. I was wanting to visit my buddy here, and I didn't even think that... I need the elevator. Why'd the elevator go back up? That's weird. Troops are... Unless, I hope more troops don't show up now. Whoa, what the hell? I'm drunk again. That was weird. I'm drunk again, and there's that noise like I got my augmentations on.
Ah!
Oh, no. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, guys. What a waste. I'm gonna walk around over here. What a waste of time.
When the shipment has been destroyed, I will require you to go to Paris. You must find Dowd's associate, Morgan Everett.
Okay. That was nice of you to tell me, Daedalus. You're odd, though. You're an odd man, Daedalus. Anyway, I've got all these med kits. I don't need to go anywhere else. Let's just do the thing. Legs.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Are you ready? That was a nice little trip back to Hell's Kitchen. That took longer than I thought it was going to take because we went and visited all the old haunts again. Ah, boy. Here we go. And I wasted a bunch of time and did that very inefficiently. And we're the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard Submarine Warfare Division.
I've dropped you in an abandoned lot next to the base. There should be an old grate on the wall that you can gain entry through. I've got to get out of here before the sentries get suspicious.
Well, that's great. An old grate on the wall.
You're past the fence. Good. Up ahead are the barracks. You need to gain entry to the base and eventually reach the large building to the north. Keep your eyes open for the ammo storage facility. You need to load up on explosives.
Do I tracer tongue? I need to... Oh, let's just have this. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's delete some of our old games. Yeah, we don't need the VersaLife one anymore. We're not gonna worry. That was there in case I missed out on those extra augmentation canisters, but, yeah, we'll go back a bit. Anyway, I wanted to... Not that, because I can't do that. Let's put these on 9. Because I might as well at this point. I don't think we're gonna have anything else. Let's go in here. I want to talk to this guy.
You came in on the chopper? You must be with the DC people.
Hey, the Chinese. Wait. This door over here is literally open.
You must be Denton.
Who's asking?
Our buddy Vinny said to expect you. Think you can find out what's going on in there? Go for it.
Is FEMA really running the show?
FEMA and the Chinese? I don't like the smell of it one bit.
Me either.
This key will open the main gate. The guard just inside the main building entrance will let you pass, but don't expect any hospitality from the FEMA people.
Oh, my buddy Walton Simons.
I don't know how you'll get on board with the main ramp retracted, unless you want to swim.
I do want to swim, but I gotta talk to this guy some more.
You came in on the chopper? You must be with the DC people. My sister lives down there. She works in the Space Museum. Never seen so many folks from the Beltway. It's like a convention.
This is that guy with the funny voice in the Malkavian mod, so I gotta talk to him.
Us troops, we're pretty anxious to find out what's going on. I guess we'll hear about it on the news, and then we can say we were there. Bob Page was here yesterday. I bet what's going on is financial. I think the United States is asking for another loan. That's my theory.
Yeah, imagine that.
We could sure use another check from the Chinese. It was nice chatting.
Yeah, it was nice chatting. Thank you. Search for terrorist leader intensifies. UNATCO is working closely with FEMA and other international security agencies around the world to apprehend J.C. Denton, a terrorist with ties to a number of groups including the NSF, Silhouette, and organized crime in Hong Kong. We believe him to be responsible for organizing and leading the attack on Liberty Island and the deaths of a number of UNATCO agents. Sir Walton Simons, director of FEMA. The necessity of instituting martial law in New York, unheard of in the history of America, is directly obtainable to criminal elements operating under his orders. Simons went on to say the evidence recovered from the recent bombing of VersaLife building in Hong Kong demonstrates J.C. Denton's involvement and beyond of a shadow of a doubt, and points towards organized systematic campaign of terror designed to extort freedom from politically dangerous ideologies through any means necessary. Authors are also seeking information in the whereabouts of Alex Jacobson or Brian Jock Flanagan, key figures in the terrorist organization. Brian Flanagan is Jock's real name. I never knew that. Huh. But yeah, I had to talk to the Chinese guy. That guy's funny.
You're at the main gate. Get to the door at the base of the huge crane in the distance. But watch out for the guards and security bots.
Be careful in there.
This guy gave me the key. If I hadn't talked to his buddy, wait, he just opened it. I wouldn't know what was going on. So the guards in here are hostile, and we've got a lot to do. But I'm having weird slowdown issues in the shipyard here. But we're gonna see you next time for more exciting J.C. Denton adventures.